Monsignor, all of us at the seminary are honored with your presence, delighted for this evening, especially the opportunity to honor a man who deserves great honor, Monsignor Callaghan.
What can I say about Al? Well, actually, there's a lot I could say about him, but unfortunately, I may have stuff on him, but he has stuff on me. So my lips are sealed, at least for now. Seriously, though, Luigi, as we know him, is a man of God, and he most certainly is a man of the church. He's kind, compassionate, forgiving, humble, and yes, I'm still talking about him, by the way. It's not anybody else.
And I'd like at this moment for anyone who has traveled here from outside the diocese to be part of this night, just please stand up and stay standing for a couple minutes. So let me share with you that in our presence and those who are standing are several archbishops, bishops, monsignors, priests, and others who have interacted with and developed deep friendships with our Monsignor. When have you seen Monsignor at his best? I would suggest that it's when he's saying Mass. Monsignor evidences his deep love of God as he celebrates the Eucharist, his devotion to the Virgin Mary in many of his homilies. He keeps his message direct, understandable, upbeat, and really flowing. He is incredibly joyful when saying the Mass, and I would suggest that he is in his element. Monsignor is and always has been a standout. He was selected by his bishop to spend his formative years in the seminary in Rome. Now, actually, my theory about this is that he misheard his bishop. He thought he was going to Dublin to study Gaelic. And he decided to get on the boat and, lo and behold, it went to Italy. So all those people in this audience who are seminarians, priests who were trained at the seminary, all under Monsignor, please stand up. Monsignor, you have been a vital member of this Catholic community because the men who you have taught to be priests. You have been a gift to the seminary because of who you are and how you lead. We are blessed, we are all blessed to call you a good friend. In recognition, Monsignor, of your wonderful service, we are presenting you today a proclamation from the Mayor of St. Paul, Mayor Carter, designating today Monsignor Callaghan Day.
And so I don't know if you guys were there a couple months ago. We had a Rector's Bowl. And if you were there, you knew that the game wasn't quite going in our favor for most of it. But at the end, we were driving, and we needed a spark of hope. We needed something to keep us going forward. And a seminarian came up behind me and said, "We need Monsignor." And I knew that was it. And so I went up to Monsignor, and I said, "Monsignor, we need you to get in the field." And his eyes shot open, and I've never seen him so scared in my life. He's like, no, I can't, I couldn't. And so I take off my belt, and I give it to him. I said, "Monsignor, we need you." And as soon as the belt clicked, he took off. I didn't even have time to tell him what we were going to run. He was on the field, and it was all left up to our quarterback from there.
And I didn't have much time to say anything to Monsignor either. Technically, it wasn't a Hail Mary, but in the time between the ball being hiked and Monsignor finding his way into the end zone, I think I had time to say about 5 Hail Marys. But my prayers were answered, because just as I let go of the ball, Monsignor turned and caught it. I was grateful, and and the team was grateful, because it gave us something to celebrate at the end of that game.
So we were wondering what we'll give Monsignor today, and we were hoping that it will be later during the academic year. But it worked out that we got it ready for tonight. And we wanted something that will be meaningful from the whole seminary community, especially for the faculty priests. And as Father Carl was saying, honoring that love for Our Lady of Knock, we got this set of cufflinks for Msgr to honor him tonight. It's a Celtic cross with a golden rose in the center. So we offer you, Msgr, this as a token of our love and our appreciation for not only forming seminarians and allowing us to be part of your mission as director of the St. Paul Seminary, but also as a token of gratitude for being there for us, helping us to form priests.
When he was announced by Archbishop Flynn as our rector of the seminary in 2005, Archbishop Flynn said, Monsignor Callaghan, will make a fine rector, as is evidenced from his performances in various ministries in the past. Now this sounds like Archbishop Flynn. But Archbishop Flynn is a dear friend of all of ours, a beloved friend. And I dare say that this was an immense understatement when he assured our community that Monsignor Callaghan would make a fine rector. He's good at convincing us to co-invest with him in a vision that he's passionate about.
Archbishop Flynn is not able to be with us tonight, but he wanted us to read a letter that he wrote for this occasion. So I'd like to read it at this time for everyone. Dear Monsignor Callaghan, I very much regret that I am not able to be with you personally this evening to express my heartfelt gratitude and appreciation for the completion of your great work in our seminary. Circumstances do not let me be with you. You came at a time in the history of our seminary when we needed a leader to fulfill the mandate of the United States Conference for Catholic Bishops in their program for priestly formation. You accepted the position with broad past experience as a vocation director, ministries in the Vatican, and your position as Vicar General in the military. Under the leadership of Archbishop Joseph Ryan, you brought a level of spirituality and a joy to our seminary, to which I am so grateful. I well remember the morning when you came in for your final interview. We met in the chapel of the Archbishop's residence. So, out of that prayer came something beautiful for our seminary and for our archdiocese. Personally, I will miss your presence at the seminary very much. I know that you will not be far away, so that I can express to you again and again my own gratitude and the gratitude of the Church. With blessings and good wishes, I remain sincerely in yours, Most Reverend Harry J. Flynn.
We just heard a very beautiful letter from Archbishop Flynn, but he spoke of Monsignor's work at the seminary as being completed, as being finished. That's not the case. There's certainly the work that he's going to be undertaking for the seminary is of great importance. And we're so delighted that what he brings to that work with advancement and community relations, that he will be bringing the love that really characterized those 13 years in which he was rector.
When my husband and I went to visit Knock in 1981, I did not have any understanding of our Blessed Mother. And I didn't particularly like pilgrimages or shrines. I didn't understand her. So my husband said, well, we're just passing right by it, which was a lie. But I was struck by the peacefulness of Knock. And I was struck by the fact that, as always with our Blessed Mother, I could see that the focus of Knock was Eucharistic. It was the Lamb of God. Golden Rose, Queen of Ireland, all my cares and troubles see. as I kneel with love before you, Lady of Love, my Queen of Peace.
Lady of Love,
Our Queen of
peace. What can I say? You know, I think I've just had the inconvenience of going to heaven without dying. So many emotions and so many beautiful people. There's a million shout-outs I could give, but if I had to go through every thank you here, we'd be here till next Lent. Obviously, my dear baby brother Brian. You know, we've been a team for many years. Our parents are in heaven because of us. It has been the joy of my priesthood to be a father, a brother, and a friend to so many good men and women who give their lives to the Lord for his work, on fire with the desire to proclaim the gospel, and to heal wounds and warm hearts, as the Holy Father would say, and to be true missionary disciples for Christ. I now look forward to the next phase of this great adventure as a priest. I remember General MacArthur's words after 52 years of military service. Old soldiers never die. And I take to heart those loving words of the saintly Mother Teresa, be only all for Jesus. God bless you, God love you. Thank you for all that you do, and I love you.
I love hope, I love tears, I love freedom, I love fears, but it's not the island left behind. Guarda Maria de figli, guarda l'eletta schiera, golden rose, Queen of Ireland, all my cares and troubles cease as we meet with love before you, Lady of Love, my Queen of Peace.